Welcome to a quick video on how to build houses with credit cards. So we're going to run through a step-by-step guide to buying land and funding construction projects using business credit cards with little to none of your own cash. I'm Mick Wadley from gapfunded.com. We're back with another video today, and I want to walk you through something we help clients do every single month. Buying land, funding construction projects using business credit cards with little to none of your own cash. And what I do is help real estate investors and builders structure the capital to make it happen. I've seen this process work for enough clients now that I want to lay the whole thing out clearly so you understand exactly what's possible and how we approach it at gap.com. So step one, you got to get your credit right. Before anything else, credit. The starting point for a good credit stack is 700, not 640, not 660, 700. Below that, and the limits come back thin, the terms get worse, and you're leaving significant capital on the table before you even get started. So the fastest path, if you are sitting in that 650 to 700 range and you're just sitting outside looking from the outside in, if you're carrying credit card debt and auto loans, a debt consolidation loan rolls all of that into one fixed monthly payment at a lower rate typically. So we can free up monthly cash flow, and two things happen immediately. Your DTI drops. So multiple minimum payments replaced with one lower one lowers your debt to income ratio. Your credit card utilization drops and balances get paid off. And if we can get the utilization below 30%, your score moves fast. So using that debt consolidation loan, most clients can see a 30 to 60 point improvement within just one reporting cycle. So in less than 30 days. And that's really the difference between a 50K stack and a 120K stack. Now let's talk about the difference between the business cards and the personal cards at 0%. Once you're at that 700 plus credit score, the default strategy is business cards only, and here's why. Personal card balances show on your personal credit report immediately. So if you're not paying it off each month, it's going to obviously affect your utilization that we just fixed, and it'll drop it back down 50, 80, even 100 points. Business cards from the right issuers don't appear on your personal report. So it's not going to show up on your FICO. But if you do want a bigger stack, you're not intending to go for a loan over the next 6 months as you get this project done, you can stack the personal and business to almost double the credit card stack. Just understanding that this is a strategic move and a temporary score impact, only recommended if no other loans are needed during the project. So next step, we're going to go and apply for the business credit cards. There's a couple of rules here, and where most people go wrong is they just go and apply for personal credit cards willy-nilly. Don't do that. Business credit cards from the right issuers don't report to your personal credit profile, and that means balances don't affect your personal utilization. So they don't drag your score down, don't show up when you apply for a construction loan, which is the next step. A couple of rules to be aware of. With the Chase cards, you've got a 524 rule, which means they won't approve you if you've opened up 5 or more personal cards in the past 24 months, but the Chase business card approvals don't add to that count. Apple business cards have been giving great 20K approvals lately. And then American Express, just be aware, like the difference between a charge card and a credit card. Make sure you're actually getting credit cards, because we want to be able to utilize those limits. We're not wanting to pay this back each month. We want to see it all the way through the project. The first step before any of this is just open an LLC. In most states, you can form an LLC online in 24 to 48 hours, 50 to 200 bucks. Get the EIN from the IRS website immediately after. It's free, takes about 10 minutes. And then we are ready. You don't have to be doing revenue through that. It's all based off your personal profile to get this sorted. You just got to open that LLC, have an EIN. So we want to go for a 50 to 150K in business credit card limits across 2 to 4 cards. We want to form an LLC if you haven't done so already. And then we just want to make sure that we're doing this in the right order to stack the biggest limit possible without getting flagged. So step 3, move the money into your bank account. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Approved credit is not cash. So to close land, you need a wire. So the credit needs to move into your bank account first. And there's 3 platforms clients use for this. Each charges a processing fee of typically 2.9 to 3.5%. So it's like using a payment processor. And then on a 50K transfer, that's around 1.5 grand, a one-time cost with no ongoing interest if you're inside that 0% window. So we got Bill.com. Obviously, all of these pretty much do the same thing. They've all got their own interest rates. So use whichever one you want. For our clients, we typically use Plastiq. It enables you to pay vendors, contractors via a credit card, and they receive it as an ACH transfer or bank transfer. Now, we help out for free with this service. We don't care we're not getting a kickback from any of these guys. At gapfunded.com, we'll help you with the liquidation once you got your limits. So there's Bill.com, Plastiq, and Melio. All do the same thing, enable you to use credit card limits as an ACH transfer for down payments, working capital between draws, paying contractors, or paying for materials. Step 4, buy the land through the title company. So once the money's in your account as cash, liquidated, the client goes and finds their land. Let's use a real example. So a 50K lot in South Dallas, new construction in that area selling 350 to 400 grand. The numbers work. They lock it up with a purchase contract and take it to the title company. The golden rule, absolutely non-negotiable. Everything goes through a title company, always. No cash to the seller, no personal check, no money order, no handshake deal on the side. The process is 50K gets wired to the title company, deed gets signed, transferred, and filed. Everything is documented, and the client now owns the lot legally, cleanly, on paper. And this protects the client, protects the seller, makes the client fundable for the construction stage, and creates a clean paper trail for lenders. Let's get into step 5, getting the construction loan. So now that the client owns the lot, now we need the money to build. This is where hard money construction lenders come in. We help clients connect with the right lenders. Typically, we just say, go and get pre-approved with Kiavi. They're online. I think they're in 48 states. Someone who understands the credit stack structure and is comfortable with how the deal's funded. Here's the pitch to the lender. So I own this lot free and clear. I want to build a 1,700 square foot, 3-bed, 2-bath, comps in the area, but ARV at 360. What can you fund? The lender will go and do their due diligence, pull comps, run the numbers. Now, how do the draws work? This is critical. The money doesn't come out all at once. It comes in draws tied to completed phases. So you got the foundation complete, then the foundation draws released. You got the framing complete, then the framing draws released. Plumbing, electrical, HVAC, each phase unlocks the next draw. So the lender sends an inspector or the client uploads photos through the lender's app. And once verified, the funds will hit your account. Now, a lot of people don't realize this. You've got to actually float between draws. And this is where those credit cards come in such handy. So bridging the draw gaps with credit cards. Step 6. Here's the timing problem construction creates and how we help clients solve it. You have to complete the work before you get the draw for it. The foundation costs 15 grand. You can't get the 15 grand draw until it's done, but you need to pay the crew before they pour. So this is where we set clients up with working credit card, kept separate from the main stack with a 5K to 20K for available credit specifically for bridging these gaps. Here's the cycle. So you pay the crew on the card, liquidate it into your account, complete the phase, whether it's foundation, framing, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, work gets done, submit the draw, lender will inspect, client uploads photos through the app, and then the draw's funded, and then we rinse and repeat. Use the funds to pay down the card, so it's now freed up for the next phase. So the full picture for the client, business credit stack covers the land purchase, hard money lender funds construction at 170 to 190K. The working card bridges each draw gap throughout the build, and then the sale at 360, everything paid off from proceeds. Client keeps the profit, pays down those cards, and you can rinse and repeat, expand to bigger, new 0% periods. Structured correctly, the client has put none of their own cash in. So here's a hidden bonus is obviously the credit cards give you points. One thing clients often don't think about until after their first deal is the points. Every dollar a client puts through a business credit card earns points, and on a construction project, those dollars add up fast. So 50K land purchase through a credit card, 15K lumber, 10K in plumbing services. We could be building up to 150 to 200,000 points redeemable in hotels, take your family on a flight. This could be paying for all of your family holidays, rewarding employees, keeping things moving, Christmas presents, whatever you like. So if you're writing checks using debit cards for construction expenses right now, every transaction is free money you're walking away from. So guys, here's the recap, the full process. First, you've got to get to your credit score to 700. Debt consolidation, if you're in that 650 to 700 window. Business cards only once you're there, unless you want to double and really pump it hard, and you're just looking to do one project at a time to get started, open your LLC if you haven't done so already. We need that EIN to go and apply. Move the capital, liquidate credit into your bank account, ready to wire using Melio, Plastiq, or Bill.com. Now we're going to go buy the land via a title company, build and sell. Construction loan, bridge draw gaps, sell, clear everything from the proceeds. So this is what we handle at gapfunded.com. We handle the credit stacking, the sequencing, the liquidation, and the lender connections. Clients bring the deal. We help build the capital stack around it. So credit stacking and sequencing, same day liquidation into your bank account, lender connections to understand the structure, and full walkthrough before every session. If you've already got your hard money lender, great, we'll work with them. Get started at gapfunded.com. We'll see you over there.